I had numbness down the hands. I could be sitting straight up and my arms and my hands would go numb. Stiffness in the neck. I couldn't put my chin to my chest and I could not bend my head backwards or else I'd get a severe headache or even pass out. Severe migraines. I'm talking ER migraines. But I had a headache every single day. It never went away. My last couple years in the Coast Guard, I went through so many doctors and no one could tell me what was wrong with me, or most of them told me I was crazy. And once I got out, I actually saw a spine specialist and they did some MRIs and they said, "Oh, you have Chiari." And I said, "Chiari, what's that?" And then he told me to do research. That's when I saw Dr. Gilmer on YouTube and I started watching everything on her. And I noticed that maybe my small town doctor didn't really know enough about it for me. I mean, when someone's opening your brain, you want the best. I called my mother after they told me I had Chiari and we started talking, and my mother had said that, well, I have headaches too. And I remember even growing up where she would get out of the car and she would kind of weeble wobble and
just almost feel like I was going to pass out sometimes, and I would just have these episodes. And I actually worked for a doctor's office and they would examine me and we'd go through a lot of stuff. I had all kinds of scans, whatever, and really just didn't know, what was going on.
Every single symptom that I had read about, she had. I said, "Mom," "why don't you come with me?"
I went with my daughter to see Dr. Gilmer at her appointment at the Michigan Head and Spine Institute. And she said that she would take a look at my MRI.
Generally speaking, Chiari occurs about 1 in 1,000 people, we believe. There are a lot of people who have it and are asymptomatic, so you can't really tell how frequent it is in our population. But we think about 1 in 1,000. In familial cases, if people have a first-degree relative with Chiari, then they have a 1 in 10 chance of having.
And Dr. Gilmer took a look at the disc and said, "Yes, you do have Chiari." I was just really, really surprised that, yes, I did have it.
Her Chiari malformation is shown here. So if we measure, drawing a line from the basion to the epistheon at the inner table of the skull, and then measure from the bottom of her tonsillar herniation. Her herniation was 9.16 millimeters, 9.2. More than 5 millimeters is a Chiari malformation. The other things to notice about her malformation is how pointed the tonsils are. Her cerebellar tonsils, which are the bottom of the cerebellum, are very pointed, and there's a suggestion of wedging, that they are wedged into this space under pressure. Fluid is black on this image, and you see no fluid here coming out of the fourth ventricle.
My mom and I had our surgeries literally 3 weeks apart. It had been 12 years of headaches and migraines, and the moment I woke up, I had no headache. My eyesight was better.
I feel like a new person since my surgery. And if someone is having all those symptoms, I just truly encourage them to research it and go see her and see what she can do for them as well.
I would like to say that Dr. Gilmer saved my life because I was getting to the point where I thought I was actually crazy. So if it weren't for her and me finding Michigan Head and Spine online and watching all her YouTube videos, I don't really know where I would be today. And my mother, I wouldn't have pushed her to go and see her either. And she would still be in pain. So I owe Dr. Gilmer my life.